Let's be honest, brother, most guys out here are walking around confused. They see an "I miss you" text and think it's love. But here's the truth. Words are cheap. Anybody can type a sentence. Anybody can say what they think you want to hear. But actions? Actions are gospel. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain and showing you the 6 real things a woman only does for a man she truly loves, not the man she kinda likes. Not the man she tolerates, not the man she's just passing time with, but the man her heart is all in for. And once you understand these signs, you'll never be fooled again by surface-level affection. Let's get into it. 1. She nurtures you without being asked. A woman in love becomes a silent force of care. Not because you begged, not because you demanded it, but because deep down, something in her wants to see you win. She brings you coffee without asking. She checks if you've eaten. She remembers the little things like how your meeting went, or the fact that you've been quieter than usual. This isn't about gender roles. It's not about her submitting or you expecting. This is about emotional investment. When a woman loves you, your well-being becomes her instinct. She doesn't keep score. She gives because she wants you at your best. And here's the truth. She won't do this for just anyone. She won't break her rhythm, interrupt her day, or make sacrifices for a man she's unsure about. She won't fold your laundry if she still has one foot out the door. She won't cook you soup when you're sick if she's dating 2 other guys on the side. That kind of care only happens when her walls have dropped and her heart is fully in it. So next time you're unsure if she's really into you, don't focus on her words. Watch what she does when no one's watching. That's the real love. Letter 2. She defends you even when you're not there. Here's something most men overlook. A woman's true feelings are revealed in rooms you're not in. If her friends are clowning on you, does she laugh or shut it down? If someone mocks your quirks or criticizes your ambition, does she stay quiet or does she speak up? Because a woman who loves you will not tolerate disrespect, even subtle disrespect. She'll check her own best friend if she needs to. She'll stop the conversation cold and say, "Don't talk about him like that." Why? Because loyalty isn't about posting pictures on Instagram. It's about how she protects your name when there's nothing in it for her. When your reputation matters to her. When your name carries weight in her heart, that's love. If she won't defend you in your absence, brother, she doesn't deserve you in her presence. 3. She becomes emotionally exclusive. Before the label. This one is powerful but quiet. See, most guys think exclusivity starts when you have the talk. But with a woman who genuinely loves you, it begins long before that. She stops replying to guys who are still in her DMs. She distances herself from male friends who've always had questionable intentions. She starts declining invites to places she knows would make you uncomfortable. Not because you told her to, but because in her heart, you're already her man. You'll notice it. She starts posting less, dressing more for herself, not the likes. She's not trying to prove she's desired. She's trying to build something worth protecting. A woman in love doesn't flaunt what's hers. She guards it. So don't be fooled by a status update. Pay attention to how she moves before there's even a label. If she's already acting like you're her only one, without the title, that's love. If she's not, you already know. 4. She adapts to your world without losing herself. Here's the difference between a woman who wants attention and a woman who wants you. The right woman won't try to change your path. She won't resent your passion or guilt trip you for chasing your goals. She'll learn your rhythm. She'll sync with your grind. If you're hitting the gym at 11 p.m., she won't complain when you call after your workout. If you're building a business and can't text every 3 hours, she won't blow up your phone. She won't demand constant reassurance. She knows your silence sometimes means focus, not distance. But here's the key, she doesn't disappear. In the process, she doesn't abandon her own dreams. She still works, still grows, still holds on to her identity. But she starts weaving herself into your world in a way that says, I'm not trying to take you away from your path. I want to walk it with you. That kind of woman doesn't want to be your escape. She wants to be your partner. That's real love, not dramatic, not chaotic, just steady, committed. Day after day, love. 5. She sees your darkness and stays. Anyway, you want to know if a woman truly loves you? Let her see you fall apart. Let her see the version of you that's tired, confused, ashamed. Let her see the man behind the confidence, the one who's been bruised by life. Most women want the highlight reel. They want charm, ambition, power. But love? Love shows up after the curtain drops. A woman in love doesn't flinch when you cry. She doesn't run when you share your doubts. She doesn't weaponize your past. She listens. She sits in the silence with you. She holds your hand when your words are gone. She respects your vulnerability because to her, it's not weakness, it's trust. And more than that, she doesn't love you in spite of your scars. She loves you through them. She sees your flaws and still sees your worth. She challenge you, call you out, push you to be better, but never make you feel like you're too broken to be loved. That's rare. That's sacred, because love isn't proven in how someone celebrates your victories. It's proven in how they walk beside you through your darkest hour. So here's my message to you. If you've seen even one of these signs, if you've got a woman who folds your laundry when you didn't ask, who checks your silence, who defends your name, who adjusts to your world, who stays when the night gets heavy, brother, you don't just have a woman, you have a partner. You have someone who sees you, someone who chooses you. So don't take that lightly. And if this hit home, if your heart whispered, damn, maybe she really does love me, then don't just sit there. 6. She inspires you to become a better man without saying a word. Some women nag, some guilt trip, some complain. But a woman who truly loves you, she doesn't need to say, you should do better. Her presence alone makes you want to rise. You look at her, and you don't see pressure, you see potential. She believes in you so deeply, so consistently, that you start believing in yourself differently. You look at your habits, your choices, your vision, and suddenly, good enough doesn't feel good enough anymore. And here's the wild part. She never once demanded that you change. She didn't force growth on you. She simply stood by. You calm, present, and confident in your ability to lead, to rise, to become. This kind of woman doesn't babysit you. She doesn't try to be your mother. She gives you space to figure it out, but she never stops being a mirror. And the man you see reflected in her eyes, he's not average. He's the version of you that you were always meant to become. That kind of love isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's not chaotic. It's quiet, steady, and transformational. And if you've ever felt that, if you've ever had a woman who made you want to become more, not to earn her, but because you finally saw your own worth through her, you know how powerful that is. But let me say this clearly, you can't fake this kind of love. You can't force it. You can't manipulate your way into it. Either she's fully in, or she's not. Either her soul feels safe with you, or it doesn't. You won't need to beg, convince, or chase. Because when a woman truly loves you, her energy changes. Her effort changes. Her priorities shift. She becomes intentional. She becomes protective. She becomes present, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And if you're a man who's had that, even once, you'll never settle for halfway love. Again, because real love doesn't confuse you. It grounds you. It challenges you. It reveals you to yourself. So I'm going to ask again, have you ever had a woman who showed up for you like that? Who stayed when things got messy? Who defended you like her name depended on yours? Who nurtured, protected, and believed in you in ways that made you evolve? If so, drop the word anchor in the comments. That word isn't just a symbol. It's a reminder. A reminder that love isn't meant to feel like a storm. It's meant to feel like coming home. And if you haven't found that woman yet, don't lose faith. She's out there. But first, become the kind of man who knows how to recognize her when she arrives. The kind of man who's not distracted by noise. The kind of man who attracts substance, not surface. Here on the Stoic HF, that's what we teach. That's what we build. Men of depth, men of clarity, men of purpose. So if you're tired of games, if you're done with confusion, if you're ready to stop chasing love and start recognizing it when it's real, subscribe now, because we're just getting started.